There are two very good methods for 5x5, and the most popular is the reduction method, and I use the reduction method. The other method is called the Yao method, and a lot of top solvers use the Yao method. I do not, but if you want to learn the Yao method, I will hopefully have a tutorial for that soon. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And obviously, if you did not catch on for some reason, this is an advanced tutorial. This is for advanced solvers that have already gone through the beginner's method and are about sub 3 maybe. So to start off, you obviously start by building your centers. It's basically the same thing as the beginner's method. You want to rely a lot on building bars to solve your first center. So I have a 2x3 right here, and then I need to build my last bar like this, and that will give me one center. There isn't much difference from the beginner's method with building centers, except for the fact that you would really want to be color neutral with this, and you don't even need to learn anything new to be color neutral. You just need to start practicing on different colors and you'll get the hang of it. The real difference comes when you start to build your last two centers. This can be a lot more complicated. If you're a beginner, you usually just build the bars and then you do commutators to solve the last piece. So with reduction, you want to minimize the commutators that you use. You basically don't even want to use commutators at all unless the case just shows up. Then you have to do a 1 swap or 2 swap. Then that's when you would use commutators. But for the rest of the cases, you just build your 2x3, and then there's a bunch of cases that you have to learn so that you can do it much faster. You may be wondering how that's faster than commutators. The reasoning is because all of these can be solved with R and U moves. So this one is just triple sexy like this, and it's much faster than having to regrip and do all of the slicing moves for a commutator. I'm not going to go over all of them. I don't even know all of them yet. But if you want more cases to learn, I have a video right here, how to be sub 3. I have a few things talking about that, but I'll just show 2 more right here. So right here you have a bar, and then you have this weird cannon looking thing. The way that you solve this is just double sexy. And that's how you solve it. The last case I'll be showing looks like this. It's kind of an arrow, and what you do is R U2 R prime, and then that sets up to this case, which you could solve very easily like this. Alternatively, you could do M prime U2 M, and then you can solve it like this. So I'll just give you a basic idea, and you can try and figure out some on your own. Alright, the next step is obviously to build your edges. And edges are actually the big difference when it comes to the beginner's method and the reduction method. So the way that this works is use a edge pairing method called free slice. So the concept of free slice is once you get a piece into the middle layer, which you should be able to know how to do, to pair it, you just pair it like this, and then we'll find the piece. So this one goes with these. And you know how that broke our centers, right? So you just insert it into the top. Instead of fixing them, you just keep going. So it's not necessary to fix them. So I'll pair these two, and then I need to find the last piece, which is over here. I'll slice over, and it's not affecting it because if I move this into the top layer, I can still restore all the centers and it's fine. So basically, when you finish pairing your last edge, so this one right here, I'm gonna move it into the top, and then I can fix my centers, and then I can move into the last 2 centers, which is also a big difference. For last 4 edges on the beginner's method, the only thing that you do is slice, flip, slice. So to get this piece into here, you do slice, flip, slice, which is also you can do that, but there's also other things that you can do, such as doing M moves and then U2 M. That'll solve that in legit 3 moves instead of doing 50, not 50, but a lot of moves. And you can also do cycle kind of things where you move unsolved edges into the top and then do slice moves and then do this, and these will pair, and then you can just keep cycling through edges. It's very weird and I don't know how to do it. But the main difference between the beginner's method, last 2 edges or 4 edges, and reduction is the way that you do certain cases. So like for this one, to do slice, flip, slice, you slice, flip, slice, and that only pairs two pieces, and you want to get this third one in, so then you would have to flip, slice, flip again, and that's just way too many moves. So instead, you could flip this, and then slice, and then flip it again, and slice back, and that'll solve this edge. You can also do something like if you see these two and you want to get them together, instead of flipping this one twice and then to get them together, what you can do is just slice this, flip, and slice once, and then you can do this one again. There's also another big difference with the last two edges. So usually people will learn, there's actually algorithms for these edges, and people just learn all of them so that they don't even have to worry about parity. So you just learn I don't know any, and hopefully I'll have a video out soon for that. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that I post about 5x5. But there's algorithms. I guess this technically would be an algorithm for the last two edges, but like sometimes you'll have a parity and a case and it's very weird. There's algorithms for that. If you want to learn that, subscribe, and you can also go look at other YouTubers, but also subscribe. Okay, but there is one more tip that I want to leave you guys with before this video ends, and that is to make sure that you know the CFOP method. I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you're trying to get good at 5x5. Let me just say, you will never be good at 5x5 if you don't know CFOP. I'm not even kidding. Well, you could also use the Roux method, but like, it's whatever. Learn Roux or CFOP. If you still use the beginner's method, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say that you're probably not going to get very far. So it's not that hard. Subscribe and also bye.